Automotive Anonymous. If you're new to my channel, I do vehicle reviews, 0 to 60s and other cool stuff like that. And right now I'm in another 2023 Ascent. This one's the Onyx. And I figure why not tell you the 5 things I love about the Subaru Ascent. Maybe even something I don't like if I'm feeling generous at the end of this video. And be driving my favorite trim level of the Ascent, of which there are 9 for this year, and I've reviewed about half of them so far. Let's get right into it. The first thing that I love about the Subaru Ascent is it's an easy 3-row SUV. I've driven some of the competition and I really like the layout of the Ascent and how Subaru does it. Behind the 3rd row, you actually have about 17 cubic feet of room. Behind the 2nd row, you have about 47. And behind the front row, you'd have about 86 if you needed. So it has a lot of capacity, and there's multiple ways to get in and out of the 3rd row, at least when you're in the 7-seater like this is, whether that's going through the door on either side or through the tunnel in the middle. It's just a really well laid out option. They're about 16.5 feet long, and with less than a 38-foot turning circle, they feel pretty nimble for this size of vehicle. It can do a lot of things really well. The second thing I love about the Subaru Ascent is all the safety features. This is something I usually don't include on the 5 thing I love videos because it's kind of a given with the Subaru. But if you're looking at this compared to something else, I think you should know they're really safe, being a top safety pick. Having blind spot monitoring on the mirrors, having heads-up display with the lights to alert you of a lot of things related to lane keep assist, adaptive cruise, auto braking, having reverse automatic braking, having even dimming mirrors. There's a whole lot of good safety features on this vehicle, in addition to a whole plethora of all the airbags that you're gonna get. But it's just a really safe vehicle. It weighs about 4,500 pounds, so it also has a good amount of size to it as well. The third thing I love about the Subaru Ascent is the power. I've done 0 to 60 videos on all my reviews. I'm going to show you just what a 65 roll looks like if you're getting around highway traffic. Even at 65, going uphill a little bit, it does really well. The brakes also work really well on this. It's just very confident and inspiring for such a big SUV. You do feel like you sit up high, but having 8.7 inches of ground clearance, it performs very well on these type of highway roads where I do most of my driving, so I can only imagine in the city, in town, it would do just fantastic. You can go camping, car camping, off-roading, you know, light-duty trucking trails, stuff like that. It's just a really capable vehicle overall, and one that I think you guys should consider. At least go test drive one. Check it out for yourself. Something that is nice about the power is we are at altitude about 4,000 feet of it. A lot of vehicles are down on power about 10 to 15% regularly. During hot summer days, it can be as bad as 25%. If you want to know the physics of that formula, I can tell you, just comment below. Otherwise, having a turbo like what the Ascent comes standard as its sole powertrain is a very nice feature to have. The fourth thing I like about the Subaru Ascent is it's pretty affordably priced. This one, you can see, is about 43 grand. It's a little bit under MSRP the way it's spec'd and everything. But if the average new car is 47, 48 grand in 2023, to have a heated steering wheel, to have heated seats, to have such a big infotainment screen, the capacity that this has, even, you know, the giant enormous moonroof, you just get so much out of a vehicle like this that how is that a bad deal? I really think that Subaru offers a lot of bang for its buck, having so many different trim levels of most of its models. It seems like whatever you're competing against at the same price point is probably pretty darn good against the competition, especially when you're looking at these kind of loaded out economy class vehicles. I say that because this is a unibody vehicle. It's not a body on frame SUV like a $90,000 Denali or a $50,000 4Runner. It's a unibody, so you can have a lot of cost savings that gets passed on to the buyer. The fifth thing I love about the Ascent is it's just a really well thought out design. With all the cubby spaces, with the ginormous center console, with the cup holders for the second row, you get a lot of good features. It has fantastic visibility. You even have the mirror up here to keep an eye on grandma and make sure she's not causing a mess in the back seat with her big pot of chili. And Subarus in general, especially a big one like the Ascent, just makes your life easier. With the all-weather mats, you don't have to do a whole lot to make configuration changes to the vehicle to live your life. You can just drop down some seats in a matter of seconds and have as much cargo capacity as a reasonable person would need for most reasonable activities. But if you need more, you know, have some tie downs, have some bungees, have the hatch open, and you could probably haul a couch, a safe, a love seat, a refrigerator, a washer, a whole lot of, you know, regular appliances that are sometimes a little bit of a hassle to get transported. You can do a whole lot with the Ascent. And guys, I am feeling generous, so I want to share something that I don't like quite as much about the Ascent. And that's the exterior styling and some of the color combinations, whether it's chrome or just how it works as a whole with the big chrome wheels, or not chrome wheels, but the big silver styled wheels, chrome accents around the doors, the mirrors, some of that stuff. If I was going to get an Ascent, it is going to be the Onyx, and new for 23, Subaru actually gave us now the Onyx Limited to give you an even more upscale trim level rather than what this one has to offer, which I already think is pretty loaded. But they probably wouldn't have to bring out an Onyx Limited if more people are buying the Onyx, don't you think? It doesn't take a lot to get some blacked out badges and a blacked out grille with some 20-inch wheels. And I think the exterior of this, as you saw earlier, can be pretty transformed. These are a really cool looking vehicle, and I'm glad that Subaru offers them, and they have 8 trim levels for a reason, starting at 34 grand and going up to about 50 grand. I feel like you're getting a lot of value for a 3-row SUV. Now guys, I gave you some of my thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts, whether you're an owner, whether you're a potential owner. Would you guys buy one of these, and what are you comparing it against? And two, have you driven one? If you haven't, go drive one to form your own, you know, really good intrinsic personal experience opinion of the vehicle. The more I drive the Ascent, the more I like it overall. It's just a cool platform. It does everything so well. Those LEDs are so bright at night. It's something that I might consider in the future, but for now, I'm enjoying my Outback Wilderness, so tell me, what are you guys enjoying? And is the Ascent gonna find a place in your driveway? Otherwise, until next time, guys, take care. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and like usual, if this video benefited you in any way, please consider liking to help it get shared. Subscribe if you want to bookmark my channel, and then again, just comment below. Otherwise, you guys are awesome. Have a good week. See ya.